I'm here with Maureen Conklin from Nutrition Services. We're here with our next installment of Simple Cooking. What are we going to be making today, Maureen?
Okay, well tonight we're going to do a pasta with a simple tomato basil sauce.
Nice.
And we're going to make a simple salad. And we've got our bread that we made last time.
I remember that. And as the segment is called, the Simple Cooking, all of these are things that can be made very, very easily. They don't require you to be a master chef, and they don't require 25 ingredients. So we have a little bit of olive oil in there.
Yeah.
And that stuff is hot right away.
Woo!
Circle of life. Nice.
Okay, our pan has gotten really crazy hot. So we're going to add these ingredients really quick.
Yeah, and I'm going to pipe it down a little bit.
Okay. We get our garlic in there, and right away we've got fragrance going.
About how much garlic did you put in there?
Okay. We did about I did about 4 cloves of garlic, and it's a lot of garlic, but it's the main flavor in this.
Yeah, that's what's going to give it the real
very few
flavor.
ingredients. So we've got 4 or 5 cloves of garlic, and we just use a simple little garlic press. And then we add some canned diced tomatoes.
Diced tomatoes,
and then we're just going to bring this up to a boil again.
All right.
So you may want to adjust the heat back up. Okay.
Get the heat going here.
And then that's just going to cook for just a few minutes. And when you're doing this at home and you're making your pasta, your pasta's going to take a whole lot longer to cook than your sauce will.
Right.
So as your pasta's cooking, your water's getting ready to boil, you're going to start up your sauce.
Sure.
And then you're going to do your salad. So let's get this going.
It looks like you're using a romaine lettuce.
Yeah, just a simple romaine.
Yeah. Do you generally prefer that to like iceberg or something like that?
I do. First of all, I like the taste of a romaine salad, romaine lettuce, much better than an iceberg, and it's so much more nutritious.
Correct. I think iceberg is mainly water. Now, you've given me some green
basil, and go ahead and clip that up onto the board. We're going to add that. That's the last thing we're going to add. You don't want to add your basil too soon. Otherwise, it has a tendency to wilt and lose its flavor. So it's the last thing you want to add to that.
And that's not good looking either. About how much basil should I trim up right now?
You know, I usually go about 5, 6 leaves, and you buy your bundle like this. You want to use it.
Okay, so I should trim this whole thing down?
Yep, just chop it up.
Do it.
Because again, this is what's going to flavor your salad.
Right, the basil and the garlic, right?
Excuse me, your sauce. In the bowl, I've got lettuce, I got some apples. I'm going to put in a little bit of green onion.
Okay.
I'm going to throw in a little bit of diced up celery, and then we're just going to make a simple vinaigrette. And I'm just going to eyeball this.
Yeah, I think sometimes baking you have to be really precise, but cooking you can kind of eyeball stuff.
Now, a normal vinaigrette calls for 1 part vinegar to 3 parts oil. I never put that much oil in my vinaigrettes. I do at least 50-50.
You go like more of a 2 to 1 or
50-50.
50-50. There you go, 1 to 1. All right.
Especially when you're using a balsamic, because it's not that really sour that a red wine vinegar would be. It's got a little bit more body to it.
So you added salt and pepper.
Salt, pepper, oil, and vinegar. Give it a shake.
Nice.
And you're
dressing's done.
Pour it right on there.
Sweet.
How are we doing there? We're coming up to a boil.
We're getting a simmer. We're getting a nice simmer here.
Okay, and then you would add, as soon as that's done, you're going to add the basil to that.
So go for it.
And then you're going to put it on your pasta. Yep, just dump it right in.
Sound effects, those are for free.
And then just shave a little bit of Parmesan cheese right over that.
I love when you go to the restaurants and they go, would you like cheese? And then they, yeah. I just keep making them do it till they're all out, until I have like a mound.
Now, the best part about using a really good quality cheese is you don't need that much.
Right.
So you're cutting back on the calories and the fat.
Yeah. I get out of control in restaurants, I'll be honest with you.
And then your salad is done. Your pasta sauce is done. Cut your bread, you're ready to go.
Sweet.
Dinner served.
Nice, nice. And that was so quick.
And why don't you go ahead and serve yourself up a little bit of pasta?
Absolutely. Now this was kind of the finished product from earlier today, but it's essentially the same recipe and preparation kind of finished off here for you. Now, as far as pastas, you could really use any kind you want. You brought some with you, thank you. Why don't you talk to us about some of the pastas?
Okay, well, the best pasta to use would be a whole grain.
Okay.
Okay. Sometimes, you know, you just don't. You know, sometimes it's a little much.
Well, doesn't it come down to just a person's particular taste, and maybe that's not as.
Especially when you've got kids, sometimes it's hard to get the kids to eat the whole wheat.
Right.
So nice alternatives to that would be something like a Barilla Plus or a Ronzoni Smart Taste, which has extra fiber, extra protein. Great alternative, and it still has that white pasta flavor to it, but it's got extra fiber and extra protein. You can also, when you're doing this, go ahead and add a can of white beans to your sauce. Now your sauce is all done here.
We're simmered away.
And you know, now you've got extra protein in it. You get a nice vegetarian meal that any meat lover would love.
Absolutely.
You could do meatballs if you really needed to have the meat in there.
Sure, if you wanted something more savory. But between the salad and the bread that we showed you last time and a great pasta dish, I mean, how long do you think this whole thing would take to make?
Again, however long it takes you to boil your water and cook your pasta.
Yeah, because you'll be doing things simultaneously. So 15 minutes maybe, 20 minutes.
Yeah, depends on how strong your stove is. I know sometimes at home,
that's true.
You know, you put a lid on the pot. And actually, you know what, we're going to want to take this off because I don't want to cook this down too much. You put a lid on the pot, will help your water boil faster.
Perfect.
That's it.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much.
Dinner in 30 minutes or less.
Shoot, 30 minutes, 15.
Okay.
So awesome. Well, thanks so much, Maureen, for coming on, and I look forward to seeing you next time and what delicious, simple dish you bring for us.
Okay, thank you.
Ooh.